Hi guys, it's Justin Dawson from the All Things Techie podcast. Happy Valentine's Day, and thanks to the guys showing their love from Elgato who have sent me a load of toys to unbox. What have I got? I have the Elgato ring light from Elgato. All these are from Elgato, and I have the pop filter, the new Wave 3 USB microphone. That's going to be awesome. And I also have the shock mount as well. Now, to give you a little context, this was what I was using, guys, as my ring light. A little USB light, €20. Didn't even have the mount to put the camera on. Now, my wife is actually helping me record this video because my studio is an absolute mess at the moment, so I am going to actually unbox and then sort of edit it so I have all these nice little gizmos set up in my office, because currently I use this ring light, which is €20, a Logitech C920 webcam at wide angle, and a Rode broadcaster mic going into a Behringer compressor and limiter. Old school, I know, but this USB mic comes with a lot of software that actually helps, you know, with close-ups and everything built in to the software. So I'm going to give you the demonstration of what a Rode broadcaster mic sounds like going through a compressor, and what this Elgato Wave 3 sounds like going through my Stream Deck as well. All these things can be attached up to my Stream Deck. Elgato Stream Deck as well. So I'm going to see how this sounds in comparison, and I'm going to give you the comparison of the €20 ring light versus the Elgato ring light. €200 versus €20. Okay, so where should I start? Should I start big or should I start small with the microphone?
Start big.
Start big. Okay, we're going to go with the Elgato ring light. Now, honest to God, what makes it €200 worth of value? Well, not just the fact that it looks bigger, it also, guys, you gotta love this. You can actually use it with your Wi-Fi, and with that, control it from a mobile phone app as well. That's from Elgato. Okay, 3 stickers that I have to slice through. I love unboxing videos, like opening a big pizza or something. You know, no smell there. First off, as soon as you open up the box, what have you got? You've got a whole sheet full of instructions. Maybe I should actually read the instructions before I get going in this. The ring light comes with a table mount tripod that is adjustable. It also comes with several mounts that you can use for your cameras. And it also apparently comes with every type of connection of plug. You know those days where you just don't have the right plug? Yeah. And going to be right at the top of the box, guys. Every plug connection. There's your plugs. Small little transformer. But every country, every plug. In Ireland, we use the 3-pin plug, so I'll be connecting that. That is, I believe, yes, the little mount that's going to go on to the camera, and the transformer. Let's actually get into the box itself. So we'll put the plugs and the transformer to one side. Not as big as I actually thought at the very beginning when you open a box and it looks like you've ordered yourself like a 20-inch pizza. This is a table mount. Felted inside to protect the table. Really nice, sturdy, strong metal. Plastic connection at this. Now, guys, one thing that I had to stop the video to try and figure out, right, minimum size 44 centimeters goes up to 74 centimeters. So literally you can be standing or sitting down at your office desk or studio desk. One thing I noticed about when you're extending it is it does feel at first that the actual ring to lefty-loosey, it felt that I was loosening this too much, and I was worried that I was going to break something. But actually, when you loosen it all up, guys, that's the reason. There is actually a load of rings to pull it up and pull it up to full height, which is 74 centimeters. For me, I want to keep it low because I'll be sitting down and it's going to be at 44 centimeters. Connecting to the table, just as a demonstration, as mentioned, glass underneath my table, so this isn't actually my studio table that I will be using, but that is the mount. Now, let's go to the actual ring light. As I said, the box is bigger than what I thought the ring light was going to be, and here is the ring light. Very stylish design. Hello. Very stylish design, which also has the mount at the top. So sure, it's nice and tight. There we have the ring light set up. Has a power button on the side and plus and minus, so you can use the manuals plus and minus to illuminate the light, but you can also download the app that works through your Wi-Fi. So in other words, what's really cool about these lights is if you were using these in a studio environment and you were a producer or an AV technician like me, you could have this set up on the other side of the room and be controlling it through the app. Very sweet. I really like this idea. So really for the gamers, really for anyone that's doing video podcasts or doing podcasts or even wanting lighting up of their studio, that is the way to mount. That can go on top, or you can have your Logitech webcam there and the mount can be swiveled around. So just a little demonstration, and I'm going to turn off the overhead lights as well to show you how bright this is. I might blind my camera woman in the background. There's 3 settings, again, all on the big manual that they give you, the cardboard cutout inside the box. So 1 bar line means that it's powered on, 0 meaning off, and 2 lines meaning resetting it from the Wi-Fi system. So let's turn it on. Okay. And that's how bright it is. Halo, halo. Okay, let me just come around here and turn off the lights. It is literally illuminating up the whole room in our kitchen at the moment. So with the plus and minus on the side here, we can brighten this up even brighter. Very bright. I'm actually illuminating up the whole room now. That's how bright it can go. Might be a bit sore on the eyes. Is it sore on my camera woman's eyes at the moment? Yeah, okay. And minus to lower it down. But you don't want to be doing that all the time, going up to your light and pressing the plus and minus buttons. That's why there's the beauty of the Stream Deck, that it works with side by side, made by Elgato, and also the Elgato app, which I'm going to be showing you in this video. Also forgot to mention, guys, that the Elgato ring light can hold a digital SLR, DSLR camera on that mount as well. So you don't just need to use webcams, you can use any camera on that. And the brightness of that is, to be honest, we talk in AV about 3-point lighting. That will illuminate the whole room. So, now to something a bit smaller. This is the Elgato Wave 3 microphone. This is the 3rd version of Elgato's range of USB microphones. Comes with as separate accessories. You can buy the shock mount and the pop filter. And that's because I'm going to be putting it on my microphone stand. But it does come with a little stand, desk stand, but I like to put it on my mic arm in studio. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the nice thing about this, guys, is that I use a Rode broadcaster mic, XLR, going into a mixer, going into a compressor and limiter. I'm going to give you the 2 sounds of the Elgato with their automatic features of cutting out background noise and loud noise. I've been told that gamers, when they're using this, playing fast games and shouting into the mic, and my wife says I shout into the mic all the time, hence I use a compressor limiter a lot on my desk, a Behringer compressor. So I'm going to check out how good this is at automatically compressing loud noises out of it. So let's unbox this and see what we have inside. Like I say, Valentine's Day today, guys. I feel the love from Elgato for sending me these products to unbox. Oh, always try and find where the box opens beforehand. Again, straight away at the top, instructions of how to use the Wave 3 microphone. So out of box number one, inside the box is the USB connection. Nice length of the USB connection. I would say that will stretch across the whole desk. And if you're using a mic arm, very essential that it actually reaches down to your computer. So good length of microphone lead. Does it say actually how long this microphone lead is? I have my handy IKEA measuring tape as well. That doesn't come in the box, guys. Comes part of IKEA. Let's see how long this USB lead is. Always good to measure out these things. But my main point is, would it fit around a mic arm going down to the bottom of the desk behind a computer? It's a decent length. It is the length of the table. And my table is nearly 6 foot table wide, so it is a nice 6 foot length of cable there to go with it. Inside, wrapped up in a piece of paper, is a screw adapter, and I believe that is for using on your desk mount. Taking out things from the box, and inside the box is the Wave 3 microphone. Very nice, sturdy metal desk mount. Sturdy little desk mount. And the microphone itself. Really, guys, I feel like a broadcaster already. Nice sturdy mount. On the front you have the controls. Push button activation to go to each one of the menus. We will be showing this live when we do plug it in. Push button and jog wheel to go up and down of the volumes for both the microphone, your headset, and for if you're on mute. Mute button at the top of the mic to just mute it. At the back you have your USB connection and your headphones. I really like that mount. It's a nice sturdy mount. You can adjust it at any size, and we will show the diagram of the microphone range as well as part of this video. That plugged into the back for the USB and into your computer. Nice long length. Now let me stand up. If I was, yeah, that's a nice length of microphone cable if you were using it across to your mic arm and to your computer. Of course, if you are going to use it as part of your mic arm, you are going to need a shock mount, and that's why the guys at Elgato have sent me one of the shock mounts. And if you want to really make sure that you don't have any popping noise or plosives, pop, 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 you have your pop shield as well. Let's open up the shock mount. again, once again, as soon as you open the box, really big instructions of how to use everything. This is the shock mount by Elgato. Nice, strong metal connection. Wow, really, really nicely built. That's going to go on to my mic stand and adjustable. Some people commenting about plastic adjusters. I don't find that a problem. I think that they're nice, strong, sturdy. That will go on the front of this, so we'll take it off the stand, lefty loosey. So there you have it, guys, in the actual shock mount. Now, don't forget, this is going to be attached to my microphone arm in my studio. Again, adjustable connection for the microphone up and down, and elastics going around the shock mount. Even shock, yeah, it's very, very secure. It's not going to move up and down anywhere. You don't want to have rumbling noises. Very, very nice indeed. So what it has is 2 screws on either side. I've used the 2 screws that's come with the microphone itself for holding it in place. On the desk mount, you just use the same screws to put it onto the shock mount if you're using a microphone arm. Okay, that is the shock mount. And again, that's the desk mount. Really, really sturdy desk mount. Now to the pop shield. Now guys, the lightest of all the boxes is the pop filter for all your plosives and Peter Pan moments when you talk into a microphone. Again, we will be demonstrating of how good all these operate and give it an example of using it against a broadcasting mic and then using it just simply with the USB mic, the Elgato Wave 3 mic. Here is the pop filter. I was going to say, as soon as you open the box, you have the manual, but the manual got stuck in the box, so there is the manual. And here is the pop filter. Again, very sturdy grill. Really like that. That just clips on to the front of the microphone, like so. Okay, maybe need to loosen up the wires, the nut a bit. There we go. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. There it is with the pop filter in place on the shock mount that's going to go onto the mic arm. Very sturdy. If I was to hold it like that and shake it, there's no movement on it. Very sturdy. Still can get your hand to the back of it if you were muting your microphone or unmuting it. Little button there, and also your controls for your microphone, your headphones, volume, plus and minus jog wheel in the center, and that would be on your mic arm. In the next video, all this set up in my studio with the Elgato ring light, the Wave 3 microphone, USB, and going to do a test against a broadcasting mic that's going to a mixing desk and a compressor, so a lot more extra features, and using the Elgato software for a simple USB microphone and how it sounds on both, and then let you decide what sounds better. Okay guys, just to show you my normal setup, I have the Elgato ring light here on its stand connected to the monitor, and my Logitech C920 camera to one side. I have one screen and my main big screen, and my mixer is underneath the table. That's a Behringer mixer right there, and my compressor. Old CD players, believe it or not, I still kept the whole CD players. You never know when you have to play a CD. And that's my mixer and my compressor and limiter there. And then going into a Mac computer, so I have the ring light all plugged in, ready to go. That was the old €20 ring light. My Elgato Stream Deck on the table as well. Usually I would have the ring light in the centre here. I'm just after taking a shelf down in my office as of recently, just tidying and reshuffling things around, but my light would usually be there in front of me, and you can see that I don't have very much light, so I usually would have the overhead lights on. So that is the light of the actual €20 light. As you can see, I have actually set up my Stream Deck with the controls for turning on the Elgato ring light. So once I hit the power button, voila, the light comes on, which is pretty cool. I really like the fact that I can turn it on and off just by pressing a button on the Stream Deck. I can also control the percentage, the temperature up and down, and the brightness up and down through the actual Stream Deck controls. All I have here is the actual computer monitor. Turn on the ring light from Elgato and you can see just how bright that is, and that is only at 20%. Yes, so guys, this is my camera on the left hand side of my monitor, and I will show you this in a different view. And this is me with the Rode mic, my normal broadcaster mic. I did shout into the mic earlier on. I was showing you the different levels of the control center. So at the moment I have it at cool color temperature, which is at 6,300 kelvins, and my brightness is about 20%. It is a bit white on the face, but I could boost this up. This is the only light I'm using at the moment, the ring light in this box bedroom, and it's at 9 o'clock at night. I have my blinds down in my office and it is illuminating the room. It is showing my face. It's a bit of playing around to get a nice color on the face. I don't want to have too red in the face or too dark either, but the point is everyone can see me. So I'm going to turn it off, and these are very dark indeed. I'm going to turn on the €20 ring light, and I'm going to boost it up to full brightness, and as you can see, it's not going to illuminate properly, and my green screen doesn't look right. If I hold it up into the right location in front of my face, it's not brightening up the room, and I am having all types of problems with it. That's at full brightness of my €20 ring light. So usually I have to put on 3-point lighting. If I go back, turn that off and go back to my lighting on my Elgato ring light, what a difference it makes. And that is at 20% brightness, and the warmth of temperature, I have it right down. I have the warmth of temperature right down to 6,400, so right over to the left here on the control center. In my next step, I'm going to use the Wave 3 Elgato mic, which is going to be the USB mic with no compression, just the software. It's going to be USB straight into the computer, and we're going to use some of the auto controls that if I shout into the mic, will it pick it up really quickly, and you're going to hear the sound difference between what I use as my mixing desk, my Rode broadcaster mic, going into the Behringer controls that I have underneath my desk, which is a compressor and limiter and optimizer to make me sound with a bit of a podcasting, radio broadcasting voice, and then the difference between this and the Wave 3 microphone from Elgato. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've changed jumpers a couple of times during this video, and the reason why is because I've filmed it over a couple of days and I've been doing a lot of testing with the Elgato range, and also I injured myself. Well, more that my toddler injured me bouncing on a bounce bike, and I have actually done some soft tissue damage to my wrist, so that has delayed the process of recording this video. So I'm working at the moment off the Elgato Wave 3 microphone. Usually what I use is the Rode Broadcaster mic, and that is an XLR connection that goes into my mixing desk, and then it has a compressor on it, it has a limiter on it, done by Behringer, and I have those all peaked. But this is the Wave 3 mic going directly into my computer, so if I shout, the sound should be exactly the same. Really love this mic. Now I'm using this and recording myself on Zoom. The one thing that I had, which I had to go back to Elgato and ask about, is there is a mute button on the top of this mic. When I press it, it goes red and you can't hear me. So, and then white is when you're live. Now, what would be really, really, really nice as a feature if the mute button also talked to the Zoom software and muted the two things at the same time, because you have the mute button here on Zoom, but it would not turn the little light red on your Elgato mic. Okay, two pieces of software, Justin. Yes, I understand that. So if that feature got added, I think that would be amazing. Also, Elgato comes with, let's talk about the ring light. I have the ring light on at the moment. It's a sort of a dusky, dreary, wet day in Dublin, Ireland here at the moment. So I do have a window here to the side. Yes, this is a green screen, by the way, guys. Should really mention that out. But on the side of my office, I do have a window, and the blind is up at the moment, and it is dreary and dusk and overcast at the moment. But I have the stream light on. I'm using the Stream Deck. I'm zooming into the Stream Deck, and I can power my light on and off. So you can control the power, the brightness, and the temperature up and down, brightness, and many other features if you go into your control center on your Stream Deck, and you're able to control it there as well. I can also control it from my phone. I can turn off my light by pressing the power button, and the light is off, and you can see the difference with just normal daylight at the moment. And just need to give it a moment for my camera to reboot, or my phone to reboot there. It was just, that might have been just my Wi-Fi connection. And then if I power it back on again, I can power it back on. That is so amazing. If you had one of these ring lights on the other side of the room and you were a technician and wanted to control lights in different areas of the room, you can also set it up. If you had several of the Elgato range of ring lights and lightings that is Wi-Fi controlled, you would have a list here on the mobile phone, and you'd be able to adjust the brightness, adjust the coloring, and the brightness at 20%, and it really illuminates the room. That's the only light I have going on in the room at the moment. Wavelink. So let's have a look at the Wavelink software. This is the Wavelink software. I have my monitor mix as Elgato Wave 3, and as I shout, I have the limiter set that it will not peak. This is great for gaming. I don't think I can show you. I'll have to do some screenshots of that, because you can have a button that automatically limits the sound if I shout. And that is such a great feature if you're playing gaming and you're a gamer using the Elgato microphone. I have the pop shield as well. It's in front of it. So if Peter Pepper picked a Pepper Pirate, that's me doing a load of close-ups into the Elgato mic and nearly spitting on the pop shield as I go Pitter patter, pitter patter, pecker, picker patter, pop. And there's no popping sounds because the limiter is really picking this up really, really fast. I love the Elgato ring light. Out of all the tech that I was given by Elgato to try and test, the ring light is just amazing quality. And that's at 20% brightness. That's just 1/5 of the brightness. The microphone has anti-clipping technology. It has zero latency monitoring. So because there is a little mini headphone jack that's at the back of the microphone, so that means that you are going to get what you say into the mic is what you're going to hear straight away. And the Captivate mute center just at the top of the microphone, and the mount is really, really sturdy, and I can pull it around, and I'm pulling it around on the arm here, on my mic arm. It's not swiveling any bit. It is very, very secure. This is me talking away from the mic. This is me talking in front of the mic, and you might be able to hear a bit of a difference there. I did give you the sound quality of the Rode mic. I really like the sound out of this Elgato mic, I have to say. It really is quite powerful. And even if you put it on a desk and have it a couple of meters away from you, I think for anyone that's even using it for office and Zoom calls on the desk and not even a mic arm, I think it's going to be amazing quality as well. You can use the Wavelink for next level monitoring, up to 8 channels for game audio, voice chat, music, alerts, samples, multiple mics and more. So you can just put in 8 channels. It's like a digital mixing desk as a piece of software, and you can create 2 independent output mixes, one for you and one for your audience, and the monitor each on the fly. You can add Wavelink source to your OBS studio if you're using OBS, or if you're doing live streaming or any of that on any of the other live streaming platforms. And it's tailored for creators. Vocally tuned condenser capsule with tight cardioid pattern work in harmony to capture speech with precision. That is the Elgato Wave 3 microphone, the 3rd generation of their microphones. Really, really like the microphone. Ring light, well, that has Wi-Fi enabled, which is such a game changer that I can use that through my mobile phone, not just the Stream Deck, but I could be anywhere in the room. I could be downstairs and just about to jump on a Zoom call. I can turn on my lights through the app, have it set, ready to go, and use my green screen as well. That's, I think, is a game changer. And if you were using it for live events and you had a couple of microphones, a couple of ring lights set up, you could set them up in different areas of the room and be controlling them without having to walk over, balance them all out. Or if you were sitting in a room and you just wanted to adjust it on your mobile phone, you can do so, and you could be sitting in front of the camera just adjusting it till it looks quite neat and clean looking on the camera. It is 2,500 lumens of power, which is just incredible. As I mentioned, I'm using this at 20% of the actual capacity of the light, and have it down at 6,400K, and it is quality lighting. That's the only light I have on in the room at the moment. Full color spectrum from warm to cold, and it's a really, really nice slim profile, because this €20 light, that's how deep the actual €20 ring light I had on it. The ring light that I got from Elgato is half the width of that. It really is, and really secure mount that can be adjusted up and down. There's no flicker of this ring light from Elgato. Now, as I mentioned, I have put my webcam back into the center, just below my monitor, and I have the ring light to one side of my studio, and it illuminates my face perfectly. But if I wanted to have a second camera, I have the mount on the top of the ring light that I could just mount it in the center as well. I've seen some gamers that use the ring light overhead like a halo, and like the quality is just as good. You can also get the Elgato multi-mount, where you could actually have this ring light on the ground and be positioning it like a lamp, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. So there you have it, guys. You can actually like, comment, ask questions. I really, out of the two things that I was sent by Elgato, I love the ring light more. I just think the ring light is absolutely special. The microphone, the only comment that I had to come back with was the actual mute button, that if that could be integrated with other apps, that if you had a piece of software, that if you muted the mic, it's also muted on the app as well. So there you have it, guys. I'm Justin Dawson reviewing the Wave 3 microphone from Elgato with the shock mount and a plosive shield for pitter patter, pop, 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 pop. I have the limiter on automatically, so hopefully no popping sounds there that came out. And you can listen to your mix straight through on the microphone as well. And the ring light, I think, is my favorite feature of the whole product range that Elgato sent me to trial out, test, and review. Where do you buy this? This is the most important thing. You buy this on elgato.com, elgato.com, and tell them that you looked at this video, because it's important that you got some personal reviews. You know, I got sent this for free. I've given it my review. The only negative feature that I thought out of the range that they sent me, not even a negative review, it's just actually feedback, is the mute button on the Elgato mic. It is sensitive. If I touch it, it goes red automatically. It mutes the mic. Fantastic. If it can be integrated with other software like the Zoom muting, that it would be on both levels, where if it's muted on Zoom, this microphone turns red and vice versa. Elgato said they are working on an API and have delivered the feedback to them. My thanks to Elgato for letting me try out this equipment. Really, really love the ring light. It is a great feature for my studio. The only light I am using for doing this product review. If you like my reviews, please visit my website, www.justinordawson.com. You can also follow me on YouTube, and you can buy me a virtual coffee as well. All the links are on the screen at the moment. Take care, guys, and thanks for watching.